Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about teaching your horse to do a turnaround. We've had a lot of requests for this, and it's one of the super cool maneuvers that you can teach your horse to do. One of my favorites. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to jump into it here, and there's a lot of videos on teaching a turnaround on YouTube already, but there's not a lot of them that show the real fundamentals, the very, very beginning steps of doing it. Usually people skip right to when a horse is already doing it really well, and then they're kind of tweaking and fine-tuning those maneuvers. I've watched a lot of those videos and I've enjoyed them myself, but today we're going to be talking about how to do it in a real simple get started way. So the first thing we need to do is establish some communication. And communication, I mean the horse understanding the reins and the legs, what they mean. And again, for me, my big thing is mental connection. And that means the horse is understanding my idea. They're understanding what I'm asking them to do. Not I can just wrangle them and make their body do what I want, okay? So first thing is, can I connect her front right foot to my right rein? So I'm gonna pick a feel on this. I haven't done this with her in quite a while. She's a little more advanced, but we're gonna kind of show you the get started version of this. So I'm just gonna hold on this rein here, and that foot stepped, and I dropped it immediately, okay? Then I'll pick that foot up again. Waiting for that foot to move. There, drop it. Now, if another foot moves, like right now I'm asking for the left front, if the other foot moves, let's see if we can make a mistake here. So as soon as that foot moves, the rein goes away. But if this foot moves first, the right foot, I'm gonna hold and wait, okay? So it's about releasing on the right thing. If your horse does something you didn't ask for, don't think of it so much as making a mistake. Think of it as they're exploring. They're exploring what is the answer. And so because this is communication, I'm gonna stay with it and go, that's not the right answer. See, not the right answer, there is the right answer. Not the right answer, there is the answer. Not right, right. Not right, right. Okay, so you can drop it every time you feel it. Now, I will say this is also one of the more difficult movements for the rider to feel, because there's a lot of different ways the horse could do this wrong, and they could go forward a little bit, they could back up a little bit, they could do a lot of things. So this really requires some feel. And if you're not sure, I would recommend you just have somebody watch you do it. Say, hey, was that right? You know, tell them what you're looking for and let them tell you, have them video you. And the more you practice, the more you're gonna get the feel of it. Maybe you can even watch yourself in the mirror if you have mirrors in your arena. So different ways that you can experiment with that. But the rider releasing consistently is definitely one of the most important ingredients about this, okay? So step one, can you connect their front foot to your rein, okay? Now, the next part that we're gonna do is, can the horse connect your leg position to it, okay? Now this is the one where I see a lot of people release at the wrong time. So I'm gonna put my leg on here and I'm gonna ask her to step over, just her front end over. And this is where a lot of horses are gonna walk forward. And if they do, the rider is typically inclined to take that foot off. But don't do that, leave it in there, okay? So I'm gonna apply the pressure, I'm gonna leave it in there, I'm gonna kind of cause her to make a mistake here. I'm gonna leave that leg in there, she's walking forward, that's the wrong thing. Now I'm gonna pick her up with both reins. When her front end comes around, I let it go, okay? So that's all you gotta do. Press that leg in there. If they do anything except turn over, leave it there. Then you can go to pick up your reins softly and hold until they make a good decision to step over. That is the key. Let's try that one more time. Leg on, step over. So you can see she understands that. And again, the way we taught it, we put our leg in there. If the horse walks forward, you just leave it in there, pick them up, hold, wait for them to step over, and then release. That is the name of the game, okay? So it's super simple. It doesn't take very long to teach, and you want to go ahead and practice that. Now, so that gives you some communication. But now what we're looking for, and you can probably see that she has it, where she's seeking to go into that turnaround. I hope you guys can see that in the video a little bit already. She desires that, she's hunting that. The way we create that is by doing something a little bit difficult over here first. And then I'm gonna release her on the maneuver, okay? So if you have a green horse that's never done this before, what you're gonna do is just trot a circle. Trot a circle, trot a circle. Maybe 3-4 laps, something like that. And while you're trotting the circle, you're gonna use your inside rein and your inside leg. And when you wanna ask the horse to come down to a turnaround, you're going to take those cues off. So that is the secret sauce right there. You're going to take pressure away into the maneuver. Now, if it's a green horse, they're not going to do it perfectly. So now you can start to control them and put their body until they come into the turn. But what most people skip is this part of releasing them to the turn. We think spin, so we immediately push, pull, spur, and then the horse does not like turning and moving their shoulder because that's where all the pressure came on. So let me show you what this pattern would look like. And this pattern is really important to spend a little bit of time on and really get your horse to understand this and get sweet on releasing them to the turn on the haunches. So it's inside rein, inside leg, hold. Now I'm going to take those off and I'm going to weigh. Now my outside leg's coming on, my inside rein, and right there, she found it, pressure goes away. So again, I'm kind of setting her up there so you guys can kind of see the mistake here, but that is the idea. So we trot and work that circle, and then we take our pressure away and we release the horse to the maneuver. So again, inside rein, inside leg, get my horse making a nice circle here. I like to start this with a snaffle bit, and when I lift this rein, you can see I keep it close to her neck, inside leg here. Now, those are both going to come off of her right there, and then my outside leg could come on and my neck rein could come on and she'll spin. Keep in mind though, eventually, even though they don't know it at first, you always have to ask the horse with the end cue in mind, okay? So you got to go, what do I want them to do? Because again, if you immediately go into the rein and the spur, the horse is not going to like it. It's like you're putting pressure on at the thing you want them to do. So set it up. Remember that this is chess, not tic-tac-toe. Stay one or two steps ahead of your horse and set them up for success. So that is how you go about getting your horse started on the turnaround. Now, once I got my horse to here, there's a pattern that I start to teach my horse that I call the star pattern. And it's a really great pattern to really start to do full rotations in the spin once you have these first 3 steps down pat. So we're going to post that video on my Patreon page. And thank you guys for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching this video. And if you'd like to see a horse that's just learning these specific cues and also like to see that next pattern, the star pattern, we're going to have a video of this posted on our Patreon page, www.patreon.com/Ryan Rose Horsemanship, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys on there.